All right. Hey, greetings. We are starting here in a second. I'm going to go hit the restroom and then we'll be back. So, one more moment. Alrighty. Good evening. We are playing some Magic Realm tonight. Just sort of, just figured it was time to get to the next game here. And that, well, while we were around, we would do it live and do it on stream. So this is sort of where we're at. We have 4 characters in this second cohort. Let me actually put the scores up from last. The Uber scores, as I call them. So here you'll see the last session there. The White Knight, Druid, Witch King, and Dwarf all battled it out. The White Knight wins. He has 8 points, followed by 6.5, and then 5 for the Dwarf. This is the second cohort of characters, and these guys all scored second place in their respective brackets last round. So we're going to see how they do against each other. And that's it. That's where we're at. So Amazon Elf Sorcerer and Black Knight are queued up and ready to go. One thing I don't love about these characters is they all start at the end, so I tend to find that gums up the board a little bit. It could be interesting in its own right, but I almost think every character should have at least 2 start positions. I think that would be ideal. And I'm going to write that down. That is a thing. That's a new note. Each character alternate start position. Woohoo! But that's a tomorrow problem. But the tonight problem is, let's get these guys going here. So the Amazon, obviously with her move bonus, she's going to zip around the board as fast as possible and get objectives done, and that's sort of her gig. However, her first objective is this Bury the Dead. Bury the Dead is looking for Bones W. So she's going to try to find Bones W in these 2 tiles first. We'll see if we get lucky. I think we're going to move here, peer, and then move down here and let this one pop and see what happens. So hide first, extra move into the woods, 2 peers, and then a move into the next woods. I think that's her day 1. The Black Knight. I don't really love his cards right now. Gift exchange, he needs to find an ally or a friend and have a treasure, and then he can trade them. Armor, not great for the Black Knight. He starts with some of the best armor that is in the game. Ancient Scrolls is fine, but you got to find one, and then you can sell it to a visitor. So, also note that all the characters have their Thieves Guild, Bat Bounty, and the Inquisition. All of those are right on this main road here. Thieves Guild and the Inquisition right here. So everybody should at least be scoring 1 point in the first couple weeks by getting to here. But maybe not, because we will see. So the Black Knight. I would love to maybe hire. I might consider turning in some of these cards here. So maybe we stay at the inn. Hide. And then hire. We'll hire a rogue or two, a ne'er-do-well to come travel with us. The elf. So the elf is going with. Oh yeah. I think I was going to trade this card in. Let me do that. So I took Veil Walker. There's a couple valleys that might be useful, but I think I'm going to swap it out actually for control bats and use that as the mobility, default mobility. So the idea is we pop bats or someone else pops bats. We run there, use our gold magic to power control bats, and then go fly the next day. So I think we peace with nature. I think he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're going all the way to the mountain. So extra hide, of course, first phase, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the mountain. Done. And then the sorcerer. I mean, we're obviously going with a fairly standard, what do you want to call it? The fairly standard Melted Mist sort of build and Fiery Blast. I did take Mountain Lore. And Mountain Lore allows us to go in one move from a clearing in a mountain tile to another clearing in the same tile. Another mountain clearing in the same tile. Very powerful. Makes places like the Crag and the High Pass way more palatable. Now, the High Pass doesn't actually go anywhere, so... But it's possible that you could get a quest that's here. And that's just so many days to get in there. So this Mountain Lore is going to fix that for him. But I think the first day what we're going to do is just hide and trade to get this Windfall card turned in. $5 if you end your day in a dwelling. Let's end our day right here at the inn. But let's just be hidden. I don't want to cast Mountain of Mist just yet. I want to hold off until I see the board a tiny bit. Not too late, though. It's where we can't cast it really fast, but just a tiny bit of, instead of casting it, because the elf could make our life miserable by just going ahead of us and enchanting every mountain and every cave tile. And we don't want that. So that's it. That's day one. And let's get this game started. I've not copied my dice. Let me copy dice. I don't know if anybody's going to join me on Sunday, but if you do, welcome. So what's the first monster? It's spiders and imps. So, all right, let's get this done. Black Knight is first. I think he hides. And he does. And he's going to hire 3 times. And these are neutrals. They're rogues. But we do get to roll a single die. So 2 price times 3 will take it. So $3. No deal. And price times 4. Sure, I'll take it. And then we're going to have Rogue 7 and Rogue 6 for 2 weeks. I like the idea of just, a group of rogues and bandits following the Black Knight around and killing stuff. And that's how we end our day, and we are done. Sorcerer is next. He's going to hide 3 times, and he does. And then he trades. I just want to see what's here. You never know. There could be Ancient Telescope. That's what he'll roll on. So neutral. I know it's awkward to have the cards down there. I can drag them back up periodically here. What do we got? 5, no deal. So he is done. I just want to put more room on the player platforms. And actually, to some degree, you know, all we need is to have one in between the two, maybe. Maybe that's all we need. But yeah, we're not going to get anything out of the rogues. What the hell? Locked all the dice. Okay, done. I'll put these up and yeah, we'll sit them sort of up at an angle and see if that does us any better. So, and then this one, maybe we just put there for now. All right. Who's next? Amazon is next. So the Amazon is going to run to here. She tries to hide first, actually. So let me hide first. She is hidden. She's going to peer twice. She needs a 5 or a 1. She gets a 5, so she gets to peer. So she is going to look at this. Dank. Done. Then she moves into there and flips it. Oh, sweet. It is bones. Okay, that's good. So she can... She's actually going to get the ability to search and discover the bones and carry them back. And she will become maybe, yeah. So that's a VP right there, pretty quick for the Amazon here. We'll try to get that done tomorrow. Elf goes 1, 2, 3, 4, but he does hide before he does that. Let me roll. No, he fails. Dang, so that's spiders and bats. So the elf's going to get a spider. Not great. He'd rather be hidden. I'm going to play take cover. Even though take cover would be way more useful at a different date, we're going to play take cover here so that we don't lose. I want to be ahead of everybody. I don't want to lose any time, getting through to the Thieves Guild, because the first person there that does a hide phase here is going to get a point, and he wants to be that first person. So, Sorcerer's hidden too. Everybody's hidden. We're not even going to roll for these guys. I think nothing else appears. We are done with the day. The elf has to kill this spider if he wants to. He doesn't have to, but and it's heavy. It's a 1, 2, or 3 to kill. With the only caveat that if he blows it and blows the hide roll, then he's going to have to run backwards, and that is going to cost him time. So I think actually we're going to leave this spider be at the moment. And just move on with, just move past it. We'll come back and kill it. Time to write day 2. So for day 2, I think we do searches, extra move to the woods maybe for her. So she's going to search, try to find the bones, start carrying them back. The Black Knight at the end of the day to see when to turn anything in. I'm going to turn in Find Armor and get a new card. And he gets Diplomat. Diplomat Goblins. Diplo Goblins. Diplomat Gobs. And done. What's he going to do then? I think he's just going to move out. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to charge right out. Move to the spider, actually. He's got 2 guys. Each one can handle a spider themselves, so he's not concerned. And he'll have run past the bats at that point. So all good. We did use take cover, so we do get a new card for the elf too. And the elf gets Envoy. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about the elf. Oh, yeah. So Envoy. So we need a neutral and we need a friendly or allied. The problem is friendly and ally we have to find. I don't like Envoy for the elf. He's not a good Envoy. But he is going to move forward 1, 2, 3, 4 into the chapel. Move into the chapel, and he will extra phase to hide, and he is done. And then the sorcerer got windfall last time, so he has $15. Now, okay. So straight. Let me get rid of windfall because he does get a new card today. Plant your flag. Good question. How do I feel about that? Let's see where the flag is located, or is to be located. How's that? So we roll a random clearing. We get 3, 6. Is that what that looks like? It does. 3, 6. So caves 6. So I don't like that at all. Oh, that's maybe I do like that. What's up, Scott? How are you, man? Good game Saturday. I enjoyed that game last night. Enjoyed the game last night. It had all the things. That's actually not very far from us. It looks far, but remember we can flip this we can flip this tile and get right to the caves. Ooh. All right. Yeah, I think I like that. I think that could be. You're tired. Oh, that's too bad, man. I woke up a little tired, mowed the grass, the front at least, and the side. Putzed on the computer quite a bit. And now here I am putzing on the computer more. So there we go. So yeah, so okay, all right. I sort of like this. So I think we go 1, 2, 3, enchant. So move into the woods. The sorcerer gets a free enchant phase, and then done. All right, and I think we have day 2 ready to roll here. So let's get it done. 3 ogres, wolves, goblins, and octopus. Black Knight is first. The Black Knight goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and gets blocked by the spider. And he is done. But I don't think anything else appears because Howl doesn't is Howl's caves for goblins. The elf walks away. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he can't walk away. I have to rewrite his move. I did not write his move correctly. That's my fault. He has to try to hide first. If he doesn't, it takes 2 phases to get into the mountains, and he will be blocked by the spiders. So that's my fault. Wasn't paying attention. Does he hide? He does. So he hides and goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Does anything appear in? I think the patrol do get there. So patrol appear in the chapel. Done. Sorcerer goes 1, 2, 3. Spell X and spell. I'm going to burn a purple here in a second. And he pops that. So we'll burn this purple, fatigued, and done. And the Amazon. She's going to search 4 times for the bones. She needs a 4 or a 1. She gets a 4. Done. And moves there. We flip this. It is dank, which she knew because she had peered it. And so it's vipers on a 2. I am going to note that she has gotten this card by flipping it on its side like that. And all she has to do is return to a dwelling to complete the mission. Do we have anything going on? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. The sorcerer is going to actually draw ogres, which is not great, by the way. That wasn't what he wanted to do. But okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's do our combats here. So, first fight, Black Knight. Black Knight has 2 buddies, so 2 buddy sheets. And this guy is going to be the guy. Yep. So he's going to lure him. We will ready our weapon, playing the medium fight, and then we will play an h6 there, and we'll go right there. This should not be a hard fight. There's no way to die here. It can stalemate, but there's no way to die. 5. So he goes down 1. Is the spider going to flip? He does not flip. He's killed by the Black Knight. Done. And there you go. Every spider fight should be about like that. We get 3 prowess. And he is leading prowess. Woohoo! Oh, yeah, and this sorcerer's leading gold, strangely enough, with 15. I need to put that on his sheet there. Hold on, 15. And this guy actually spent a bunch of money. So he has like 3 gold left. So let me update the scoreboards. Done and done. There we go. And, oh, I'm not doing a good job of updating any scoreboards. Hold on. He got plant your flag. Caves 2, 3, something. I forget. 6. Some number. It was in the cave somewhere. It is 6. Cave 6. Here we go. The sorcerer has to fight ogres. I'm not a giant fan. Not a giant fan. Any one of these ogres could kill the sorcerer pretty handily. He could fiery blast them. He would hit both of them. But if he fails to kill one, they could just outright kill him. So sort of dumb. But we'll do it. First round. We've got this. He's targeting both of them. Pretty much a 6 is the only thing that does not kill an ogre. So 1 ogre dies first. I mean, we should roll where they're at. 2 ogres die, and so it doesn't matter. So, yeah, technically we should roll where they ended up. 2. So this guy flips down here. So they wouldn't have hit him anyway, and he nuked both of them. So lucky for him. And the sorcerer actually pops 6 prowess as well today. 2x ogre, 4, 6. I spelled ogre wrong. Yeah, ogre, as though it's a verb. 6. So he has 6 prowess. And he's actually winning. That was a little risky, maybe a little too risky for the sorcerer on whatever, the first week, but maybe, whatever. Normally we would do that from hiding. Done. That's the day. The Amazon is going to return to the inn. So how do we do that? That is 1 move. So extra move back to the inn. She will then score Bury the Dead. And then the question is, what do you do with it? So you could get a militiaman. I actually think... I think the young knight is effectively the militiaman if one of the young knights... Let me search this. Let me make sure. Nope, it's not. Okay, well, there you go. It is totally wonky. Nope, that is wrong. How the hell did that happen? He has two sides. What? What? Give me 1 second. I apologize. Yeah, he has a back right there. Cloud. Okay, give me 1 more second. I'm sorry. I apologize that you're having to watch me fix my stuff here. Save object. Creature bag. And there we go. So if we pull Young Knight C out, what does Young Knight C look like? Does he have a light 3/4 side? No, he is absolutely backwards. Well, that stinks. I thought. In any case, all right. So she's going to head there. She's going to get Bury the Dead. She's going to decide what to pick. She might pick the Militia Man just to have a buddy with her. Doesn't help her as much as the Black Knight, strangely enough, because the Black Knight needs to ready that mace. That's a lot of his fighting is predicated on readying the mace, and none of the Amazon's fighting is predicated on readying anything because she has what I consider to be one of the shittiest weapons in the game, which is the short sword. Now, having said that, it doesn't need to be readied, so that's really nice. Does she go in? Are we going to turn in Dragon Slayer? So, oh god. I think we do. I think we're going to hide. We'll hide. So we'll go in. We'll hide twice. Done. Although I don't think anything can show up at the inn anymore that we were worried about. So maybe hiding isn't a thing. We could get $5, or we could get a token of esteem and become buddies with. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go get the token of esteem. I'm going to trade once and then hire some rogues that come with me. Done. At the end of the day, we turn in Dragon Slayer. We'll get 2 new cards, Bury the Dead, and Dragon Slayer will go away, and the Amazon will be ready to score some points. The Knight here does not have enough money to tithe to the order. I mean, we could go in. We could just go wander on in. 1, 2, 3. Or we could wait here. What are we trying to do here? Goblins. Find goblins. So he does want to sort of turn this over to see if there's goblins there. We could also use to go into the high pass and see if there's goblins in there. So how about we go 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go into the. We're gonna go to the chapel. Move to the chapel. But the only problem is being 2 groups there. I have to roll. They're both neutral. I'm gonna pull up short. Let me pull up short. Actually, now there's nothing else I can do. I just have 3 moves, so it sort of sucks. But nah, I'm good. We're gonna go. We're going. We're going. Damn it. Because that way we can also turn in cards if we want to. Done. The elf. The elf is going to execute a quest phase to score the Inquisition. And then going to execute a trade phase. We're going to extra hide, of course. Then we're going to execute a trade phase, and we're going to get half of Envoy done at least. Okay. Those are 2 phases. Then he is going to move to the guild, which is 1, and then he'll execute another hide phase to score the guild. So theoretically, the elf gets 2 points today. Done. Sorcerer. Got to be a little bit careful. So I do think end of the day we cast Meld into Mist now. So we will do that. But, and then what that means is we really need to rest up. So I think today we're going to rest, extra spell X, and spell. Done. And that is going to be us today. So that's day 3. What we don't want to do is we don't want to go into the cave. Like, we don't want to rush into the cave prematurely and spend more days than we need to spend before we can get to the flag. So, for instance, I think I want to be here. So actually, we're going to do 1 less rest phase, and we're going to move to 5 and then rest twice. Because that way we can just literally go 1, 2, done, and get there. Because I don't want to spend 2 or 3 or 4 days in there, because the more days you spend, the more chance you have of pulling a monster, which means you have to clear the monsters out before you can do the flag. So, done. So, right, 1, 2, day 3 is done. All right, let's get this rolling here for day. Oh, bats. Okay, and there's a bounty on bats for a couple weeks, so could be interesting for somebody. Let's see what the hell happens. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. We roll into the chapel. Done. The elf's going to do a bunch of crap. So the elf, he's going to hide first. And he does. So the elf is hidden. He quests. That means he has to wound magic chits. I'm going to wound this one and that one. Done. But that scores me the Inquisition. I am then going to execute a trade phase with the patrol. So let me check the patrol here. Oh. Okay. 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 Absolutely. Okay. So, wow. That, okay. All right. Hold on. So here's the thing. That is very interesting to the sorcerer all of a sudden. Now, the problem with the sorcerer is he casts Meld into Mist. So, as soon as he walks into where the patrol is, he poofs into a ball of mist. But boy, if he could get that book of lore out of there, that would be huge. So we did a trade. So that, but we do have to roll on something. We'll roll on the dragon essence. The elf's going to roll. They are neutral. 5, no deal. But he did a trade phase. That's all he needs to do. Now he's going to move there. And he's hidden, by the way. And he's going to execute a hide phase. And he doesn't, but I think you only have to execute one. You don't have to succeed. So in theory, he scores 2 cards. He gets 5 gold. He has 10 to start, of course, from the guild. So Elf got 2 cards. He now has gold as much as the sorcerer has. So tying for gold gives him effectively 1.5 points there. And so he has 3.5, and the sorcerer has 3.5. And so he just needs he's got a neutral, he needs a friend or an ally. Done. Oh, but we do got to flip this. Who the hell knows what's here? Dank. Ooh, and the pool. Okay. Okay. That's a thing. But in the cave too. That sucks. That's the part that sucks right there. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. Does it draw anything? I don't think it does. No. The Amazon pops here. She scores Bury the Dead. That is true. She is going to take a token of esteem. So that means she is friendly with the rogues. Yeah, I don't like anywhere I'm putting this, by the way. Leave it up there for her. So I'm actually going to write that up here. Done. So she is friends with the rogues, and now she's going to try to hire 3 times. So what do we got here? First is a cheapy guy. So cheapy guy first. $1. 2 dice. She is friendly. She gets price times 3. I think she'll take them. So that's -3. Second higher phase is price times 4. I mean, so the problem is this is the Bowman now, and he's $2. So we don't want to spend that much. So we're going to say no, and we'll try again. No. All right. So we just get the assassin. And that's okay. Add 14 to that. 17 are 5. Done. Bury the Dead is done. We're turning in Dragon Slayer at the end of the day. And we get 2 cards out of this. So let's draw 2 Deep Diver and Woodwork. Okay. Deep Diver is loot from the pool. So that's interesting because she knows exactly where the damn pool is. And Woodwork, though, is going to be a little bit of a hassle because Woodwork is Ruins W. She doesn't know where that is. That is quite probably the ways away. And it's a sorcerer's turn. So he moves there. He is going to rest 2 times. And flip a chit. Done. And he does. And he is done. Black Knight does have to roll. He has 2 neutrals here. So what we don't want is we don't want a double. That's 1/6. He's fine the second time, though. The patrol. 4. Yeah, no one's going to mess with him at the moment. So he is good there. So the Black Knight does know that no goblins are going to appear here. So no diplomat goblins there. It could be they could be in the borderland. That is absolutely the case. I think so. Okay, so let's get day 4 sort of rolling here. The Amazon, she's turned in her stuff. I think she's gonna try to head toward the pool at least. So 1, 2, 3, 4, straight into the mountain, and she can't go 5, but she could hide and go move, 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 move into the mountain. So done. The Black Knight, I think what we're going to do is we're going to hide and move into the high pass. See what's in there. The elf. I mean, I think we're just going to go 1, 2, right? I think that's fine. We go here. I do want to find the horde. I also need to find so he either needs to get to woods to do the rest of the envoy thing here. So how the hell do we get to the woods? Bit of a jaunt, actually. So, okay. Oh, and I think tonight we're going to cast. So we're going to cast Peace with Nature that night. So 1, 2, I think this is where we end up. So extra hide, move. We don't need to do that many hides, right? Move, move. We'll do a single hide. 2 moves to get to Borderland 1. That gives us 2 rest phases, which is what we need. Done. And the sorcerer is going to move and move into CS, into the caves, to his flag. And we are done. Day 4 is written. Let's get day 4 going here. 6 more bats. Okay. Amazon is first, followed by the elf. She's going 1, 2, 3, 4, but she is going to have hidden first. And she is. We draw a bat here. The elf, 1, 2. He's going to hide once. And he does. And he's going to rest, which we need to. So we're going to rest 1 fatigue. And we are going to move that wounded chit, I think. I think the type 7 is more useful to us. Give me 1 second here. I do want to check one thing, if you don't mind. So we're going to go 1, 2, just like that. And those are our 2 rest phases, and we are done. And what do we draw? Stink and the Lost City in 3. Ooh, okay. Well, that could be a thing all of a sudden. Flutter 2, that's going to be more bats. Slither 3, no, that's snakes or dragons. Patter 5, goblins. Vault 3, layer 3. Oh boy, that's a doozy of a woo. We do get 2 bats. Remember, there's a bat bounty. So bats are definitely in season. The sorcerer goes, and the sorcerer just goes 1, 2. Bones and Shrine 4. And the Black Knight is going to hide before he peeks into the high pass. Smoke C and Slither C. So no goblins in there and no treasures. So that's good to know. I don't think we have any fights, do we? We have no fights. So day 5. I think she's got to go for this bat. So I think we want to hide, extra move to the bat. Done. We're going to go for the point. The Black Knight will run that knight out of the thing, so he gets 4 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he can't get to bats. He has ancient. I mean, he would like to find the lair, of course, like everyone would. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Stink C is trolls. Yeah, I think he goes to BL1. Move to BL1 because nothing is going to pop on him here except for Stink C. And I think he can deal with Stink C with the 2 extra guys. The elf. So what is the elf doing? Sudden insight. Locate the horde. This isn't quite where he wants to be. He also could use to kill a bat. But the bats are sort of still dangerous for him, but he has control bats. So let's get our crap together here. Can you use control bats? No, you got to kill them because they're still on the board. So we need a type 7 chit ready, which we have. We have gold magic ready, which we have. So I think what I'm going to do, extra hide, of course. Pop 1 more rest phase. Spell X and spell, and then 1 more spell phase. And we are going to flip this tile. Because that way we can just cast control bats sort of at will here. Done. And then the sorcerer is going to execute his quest phase. Oops, nope. And he plants the flag. So that's going to be his phase there. And then what we need to do is get out of dodge. We can't quite get out of dodge, but we will move our way out to start getting out of dodge. Or we move our way in. We go to here. So we have 2, 3. It looks like we have 4 treasure sites out already. So I could go to here. And then hope to get out the next day. Well, I can't go. I'm sorry, I can't go there. I'd have to. Yeah, see, that sucks because I have to do the quest phase. I would love to get to here first to check these out, but it feels like I'm going to go back. So yeah, so we're going to move to 1. And okay, excuse me. It's day 5. We got to get a monster check going here on day 5. Ooh, it's dragons. There you go. That's different. Amazon is first. She's hiding a bunch and going and killing a bat. Is she hidden? She's hidden. Her and her assassin buddy jump on this bat. Nothing else appears. She is done. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe, and bowls right in there. Main problem is going to be the layer and slither all pop. So he gets slither C and the layer. Does Flutter C go too? Flutter does as well, actually. So he gets Flutter on him too. So this has become a little rough all of a sudden. Sorcerer plants his flag. So he put it there, and then he moves there, and nothing appears. And the elf does a bunch of stuff here. He hides first. Remember, dragons are prowling. So he hides first. He's going to rest this chit. He's going to spell X and spell. So that first spell is going to be to enchant. And then the second one, he will flip. So the first one enchants the tile. Oh, and Borderlands is one of those where everything actually changes. So let me drag stuff off here. 2, 3, 5. These guys are in 1. So 1 and 1. Five, patter. Stink is there. 3 is all of this. And flutter is 2. Once he does that, though, all the dragons come to them. And that's actually super bad for the knight. I don't think he's going to survive that, actually. Wow. And that is why you hide sometimes, even if you can't math the numbers and go, hey, I know, because you don't know what the other players are doing. He was right. Nothing appeared on him at all, except trolls could have, and he could have killed them. What he didn't anticipate is that every damn dragon was going to be drawn by the elf to his clearing. Oh, the bats stay though. The bats don't come. So that's at least one thing he's got going for him. He looks over at the elf. He's like, and the elf's like, oh, what the hell do you expect there? Clanky. All right, we're going to do the Amazon first. She has the easiest of the fights here. By that, I mean, it could still be a mess. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is not a given anything. But for a round, she's just going to swipe at it and hope that she gets a 1 or a 4 and kills it. And she gets a 1. So she is indeed going to kill this bat. Going to do M-star damage and strike down the bat. Done. So she scores 2 things. She gets Bat Bounty for a point. And when we do have a couple, like Plant Flag, we actually have to score Plant Flag for our guy here. Or no, he did. Has he gone yet? Yeah, he did go. We did everybody. We just didn't score his point. Done. He scores Bat Bounty at the end of the day. And that is going to give her 2 cards. And we have to update her scoreboard because she has not been counted there. Done. And does she get a trophy or does she get money? She gets a trophy. So what I do is I copy and paste that chit, and I shrink it down a little bit while he goes to the dead pile. And he is done. Okay, I think the elf's going to help out a little, but, you know, given. So I do think what we do is we play these guys on this side, and we try to drag the flyers over there. Yeah, I mean, we are sort of doomed. We hopefully we can live just long enough. What do we need to do? So what we ideally need to do is we got to play this, and we'll play it up here like that. And we've got to play, we'll just play that. And we will hope to hit this guy, because this is round 1. This is round 1. I think the elf is going to ready his bow. He is going to shoot. His target is going to be that guy. We'll see if he gets him. He needs a 1 to kill it, so we just need to see if we can survive and how many rounds we can survive. So probably 2 or 3, just guessing. So let's see where everything ends up. 1 or a 4 would be ideal here. Nope, we get a 6, so that sort of sucks. That's going to draw him down, him up, like that. Does the body of the head of the dragon flip? It does. Does this other dragon flip? He does. All bad, by the way. That was exactly the worst possible thing that could happen. We're not going to play it out yet. What about here? We want we didn't want a 1. We now need him to flip, and he doesn't. So he's going to kill that guy. Down here, a 1. Oh, geez, this is literally the worst round you could have. Yep. So both henchmen are going to die. Done. The Black Knight's going to get hit. So the elf takes the shot. He needs a 1 to kill this dragon. And he gets it. Before this dude hits the dude, this guy pegs the dragon and takes him down. Wow. That was pretty badass, actually. Okay. So he takes him. Dead. Is the elf hidden still? Yes. Strangely enough, this bode's okay, better for the knight. We do have to fatigue a move, and we will. This does flip over. So now we have 3 dragons on us. 1, 2, and 3. We're just going to play like this. I'm going to target that guy. And we're going to stick with what we've got here. The problem is we cannot do this long enough. We do not have enough move chits to make this happen. So the elf's going to also, again, ready his bow. And we're going to shoot. Barely matters. We're going to shoot this guy because he is ultimately slightly more dangerous in the long run. Although maybe you just go for this round, kind of. Yeah, we'll go for him. Okay, so let's do this. Let's see where everyone ends up. Hoping for a big 4 here. 2. 2 ain't so good. 2 flips these 2. Who flips over? Does the first box flip? No. Second? No. Third box? No. Okay. So fast weapons first. That's the elf. He needs a 1 or a 2 to finish that guy off. Ah, so close, but he does not. Done. Okay, that's a miss. This attack goes off. It's an M3. It undercuts this guy, the 4, and he kills him. Done. The weapon unalerts. This guy misses. This guy hits. Damages the shield and wounds our guy. So we're going to wound that chit. We do have to fatigue again, which we will fatigue that asterisk. Same play, I think, for everybody. Done. Looking for a 4 or a 1 would be good. We get a 3. That's not great. This flops exactly the worst possible flipping way. Elf takes the shot. Oh, and he gets a 2. That's going to kill him before he bangs on the armor of the Black Knight again. Does this dragon flip? No. This weapon flips over. We have to fatigue again. And we do fatigue again. We're going to fatigue this, and we're going to bring this back. The weapon flips. Done. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I play an asterisk at this point, but so be it. The elf is going to shoot this guy also. Same thing. So we're just going to continue. Same deal. Both characters are targeting the one dragon. Where does the dragon go? He lines up. Does he flip? He does not. The elf gets the first shot. A 1 or a 2 kills the dragon. No. But then the Black Knight kills the dragon. Done and done. He does not have to fatigue this round. He does not have to wound or whatever. No other stuff is damaged. that didn't go so badly. Well, he does lose, so he's going to lose 4 prowess because his 2 guys died. He does get 2 H flying dragons, and that is 15 prowess, and then minus rogue 7 and 6, and that's minus 4 prowess. He scores a total today of 11 prowess. So that gives him a 14 total. All these guys go to the dead zone up top. The elf doesn't do too bad either. He gets 10 and 10 for, so he gets a T dragon and a H dragon. And both of those together give him 20 prowess. And he's sitting on 20 prowess. So it looks like the elf is going to take first place in prowess. The sorcerer is left out in the cold. The Black Knight gets 1 done. So he's down 2 points. He's up to 5.5 points. Black Knight still has 1 point. Still alive, though, actually, is probably what we were looking for today. Because I'm like, yeah, you're dead. You're flipping dead. But not dead. And indeed, we've cleared this tile of dragons. And that is really almost all the dragons. Now, mind you, we still got 1 more dragon that's going to show at some point. But, you know, I would argue that as things go, that was not a bad result for the heroes. Slither could still bring the tremendous dragon. Yeah, so Slither would bring the tremendous dragon. It might bring, yeah, it would bring serpents too. And our 2 guys are dead, which sucks because that was really sort of important to a lot of our strategies, was keeping those 2 guys around. All right. So what is the Amazon going to do? Well, she's actually friendly with the patrol. So I think she goes 1, 2, 3, 4 into the valley. And actually, she can go into the chapel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and extra move 5 into the chapel. Done. The Black Knight really does need to rest, unfortunately, is the problem. I think he hides. And rest. I think that's as good as he can do today. The elf still has some wounds and so on, but I think the elf is going to hide and then move. To the lair. And then the sorcerer just wants to get out before any monsters spawn here. So he's going to go 1, 2. He's not in terrible shape. He's not in terrible shape. He's going to go 1-2. Yeah, he's just going to move to what, 4, I think, right? No, it's 5. 5 is the one that you can. No, not 5. It has to be 4. So he has to move 1-2. That's what he's going to do. He's going to just move 1-2. Move to the woods. Done. And he is done. Okay, let's get a roll here. A 1 again. Ooh, boy. Wow. Okay, that stinks a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Elf is first. The elf is hiding and going here. Let's see if he hides. He does. And Slither is going to bring this guy. Bam. We're done. The sorcerer goes 1-2, and he is done. The Black Knight hides because he's worried about bats more than anything else. He does hide. And then he's going to rest 3 times because he needs this chit back. That is an important chit for him. This one's not unimportant, but this one is very important. Typically, if you're playing this, you might as well just play this one. So this is sort of an easy wound for him. But the dragon then lumbers onto his spot, which is clunky, but he's hidden, and he can run either direction, so he's in good shape. The Amazon is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right in there. The company shows up at the inn or the large campfire. That is neither of them, and we are done with the day. And I would argue that we're not fighting because that would be he can't kill that guy. So done. Does he run out? Doesn't really need to right now. He's just gonna be in the. We'll figure out where he goes. We'll figure out where he goes tomorrow. But what is it? Day 7. So day 7, there's white magic and black in every clearing. Oh, he did. So what are we doing here? Amazon. The Amazon is going to quest and tithe, and that's going to score her the Inquisition, but she's going to pay like 4 gold or 6 gold or some crazy amount of gold. How much gold is it? Ugh, 6 gold. God, that's a rough tithe. But that gives her the Inquisition, so that's another card. Or she doesn't. Or she just moves on momentarily, right? She just decides for now. You can always come back and give up money. But if she doesn't do that, she can go 1, 2, and either hide or she can pull off a search. Oh, but this is day 7. Oh, she's not going to do that. That's no. I don't want to double chance the octopus shows up. That's crazy talk. We're gonna absolutely stay here. Unfortunately, so I am going to quest to score the Inquisition. And then, frankly, I am going to. I mean, I hate to say it, but she's just going to hide. I mean, yeah, just going to hide at this point. Oh, she's going to turn in. By the way, she's turned in the bounty. So she actually gets +5 once she moves into the chapel. So that's 12, just $12. I think that is not enough to give her any gold points, but whatever. And she can ditch woodwork if she wants to. So I think she just stays there for the day. The knight has to get out of Dodge, of course. It's really just where is he going to go? Is he going to head in? Keeping in mind that if you roll a 1, hey, what's up, Tom? Sunday night, MR, something I look forward to. I'm glad you look forward to it. We are slogging through. Slogging through. The Black Knight. I mean, the problem is if we roll a 1, every dragon comes back, and you are literally drawing a ton of dragons back on into the borderland. I think oh yeah, absolutely, man. Thanks for thank you for watching. I appreciate that anyone watches any of these. To be honest, I could not tell you however long ago, a year or so ago or more, but a yearish. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stream Magic Realm on YouTube. I have no idea how that even was a thing, or if, right? So no idea why I decided to do it, but I am glad I decided to do it. I think what he's going to do. So I think, hear me out here. I think what he does is he goes to the Bad Valley. So we're going to move to the Bad Valley. We are going to rest. That will get our chit back, the wound back. And then my buddy Rocco, he's just shy. Well, hello, Rocco. And we still haven't found anywhere where goblins can show up either. So that's the other sort of thing we haven't quite gotten to. So I think we go here. And I think we rest. I'm not super happy blowing turns, but sometimes in these day 7s you just have to give up. You have to not give up, but you have to just hold off a second, slow play it. And then the question is, do you want to check the ledges for something that he needs? A treasure site. Any goddamn treasure site is what he's looking for. Or do you check the cavern for caves? I think we are going to... And now it's even more important he finds treasure because all his guys are dead and he has no money. He has nothing, nothing left. So I think we're going to go to Bad Valley 1. So we're going to move down to Bad Valley 1. No, we're going to go to 4 and we're going to stay there. So he goes to 4. And then, I mean, there's really not much else to do. He hides twice, even though that's dumb in a valley. He's done. The elf. So we still have peace with nature. Oh, let me put these in the dead pile. The elf realizes he may have just stepped in it here. Now, Patter 5 can draw goblins, so that is true. It just doesn't want to be here right now. That's the issue. So I mean, you sort of have to search, don't you? I mean, even though it's like super dangerous. So we're gonna hide for sure. I'm going to do one search phase. I'm going to use sudden insight because that card will automatically give me the search. So he will find the lair and he will find the vault. Now he can't do anything with the vault, but so be it. This chit actually is here. That chit is here. Just has 2 wounds. He's not as bad off as that looks. And then I say we just go to town. 3 loots. We're going to loot the lair out. It's going to be a mess. I can pop, depending on the monster rolls, I can pop Peace with Nature if I want. So, for instance, if dragons appear, I could pop Peace with Nature, and I would not turn over Slither, Flutter, or Stink, or Patter. If bats pop, so we have to be careful. We can cast Peace with Nature if the bats jump us. Or we can cast, not cast Peace with Nature. We can cast Control Bats if the bats jump us. So if the bats jump us, we can control bats. So I think we're going to go to town. We're going to try to loot everything we possibly can. Done. Sorcerer. Well, okay, Sorcerer, what are we doing here? Well, okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to rest 2 times, get all those back, use our extra spell X, spell, and spell. And that is going to, we're going to get a purple back, and we're going to burn a purple to undo this enchantment here. And that's going to open us back to the path that we can walk into the main game there. Done. All right. So day 7, there's white magic in every clearing. 2 dice on day 7s for monsters because we do dangerous day 7 here. 1 and a 2. Ooh, that, yeah. So every damn dragon that we just killed, this is the lair guy, by the way. Like, all that prowess. Yeah. The Black Knight is glad he's not going to be there when this shit hits the fan. Okay, Sorcerer first. Rest 2 times. Spell X and spell. And then burns it to flip this tile. Done. That is the Sorcerer's turn. That is his day 7. The Amazon does her quest phase. She has to tithe 6 gold to the order. And if she does that, she is going to score the Inquisition. So that's going to give her another point. That's her that is her 3rd card. That's all she's got is cards, but she does have 3 cards. She then hides 3 times. That's a fail. That's 1, 2. She does succeed. And she's going to drop Woodwork at the end of the day. And she's going to get Spider Slayer, which actually is a good card for her. So let's take a quick look here. So yeah, she can just go back to there and find a spider or 2. So that is good. That is a good place for her to be. Elf. Elf hides with his extra hide phase. He fails. Well, that sucks for him. But that's fine. He's got this. He searches. He burns this card, Sudden Insight. He now has found... he has found both the vault and the lair. He's now going to loot the lair 3 times. So 7 cards in the lair. First of 3 is a 3. He gets the Glowing Gem, which is a type 7 spell, which actually he can cast, which is sort of nice, but that's 1. 2, 3rd card again. Reflecting Grease, pointless for the elf. and 3. Fifth card, which he can actually get. Ointment of Bite. Also sort of useless for the elf. But the glowing gem was nice, so we will put it there. Now every dragon in the universe shows the hell up. No, we're going to pop, actually during our phases, we are going to burn a gold and invoke peace with nature. So the only thing that appears is this guy. We're not hidden, so that sort of sucks, but we are done. This dude, our Black Knight, goes here. Rests once, hides twice, doesn't matter. He's in a valley. We're not even going to roll it. He's done. And there's no other character there with him. So that is the end of day 7. That's the end of our first week. We do get one thing here, our plant your flag. So what I'm going to do is, what I'm going to do for our sorcerer, he is going to take the D6 gold, his income from his land. Hoping to roll a 6, we roll a 2 instead. That sort of sucks. Gives us 17 gold, though. And that is enough to actually put him in the lead for gold. And take a half point away from the elf. So the elf now has 5 points, and the sorcerer 3 points. It also gives him 17. I was hoping to roll like a 6 or something, but you can't always get what you want. So done. And where are the elf? The elf has to deal with this. What are those cards on the left to be? Oh, I mean, you've been watching me for how long? And you just asked what the cards were. That's pretty good. These are the quest cards for the variant that I actually do play. I don't play base Magic Realm. I play like a Questing the Realm. If you've ever played Realm Speak, I play like my own version of Questing the Realm. So I made up a bunch of cards. At home, they're just index cards. Here, they're cards. Yeah, no, I'm gonna laugh at you a little bit because I've never not played with these. Now, I will say this: it's not as obvious. It's probably not as obvious if you watched some of the first videos I've ever done, because I was actually using my shitty deck of cards way back when. I was actually using the cards that I had written up. Instead, I was using physical cards, and I would lay them here on the table, and no one could see them but me. And then right? So this isn't quite Questing the Realm, but it is a lighter version of Questing the Realm. It is close to what you have in Realm Speak. Right, and so on. But you score points. So fame is scored effectively, is victory points is scored by completing these cards. Notoriety becomes prowess, which is a merger of fame and notoriety effectively. And you get points by scoring the cards. Prowess by killing, gold by gold. And the scores up in the upper right-hand side of the thing there are how many cards they've scored. You get 2 points for winning prowess, gold, great treasures, or spell categories. 1 point for being in second place. That's how we roll. Yep. Yes. All side quests all day. So we do get gold source, which is sort of nice. for our elf, but our elf does need to like run. You know, yeah, actually, I don't have a link right off the bat. Give me 1 second. I think I have a link somewhere. Yeah, give me 1 second. I have it here. Maybe copy link. There you go. Okay. I am going to run. Wow, I don't like any of these options. I'm going to run. I suppose I'm going to run toward the bats so that I don't end up in a cave at the end of the. Now, mind you, I'm going to get blocked anyway, so I don't love that anyway. But I'm not worried about the bats. I can cast control bats tomorrow, but I won't be hidden, so that is sort of shitty. I'm going to have to run away a different direction. I think I'm going to run toward. I'm going to run back towards 6. So there you go. So he ran. Do we have anything else we need to worry about here? She's good. He's good. I mean, the Black Knight's not good. I'm sort of in a bad way with him. He's good. All right. So I would, if you don't mind, I hope you don't leave. I'm going to take like a 2-minute break, hit the restroom, get something hot drink for my throat, um, and take a minute, and then I'll be back, and we'll start week 2. And we start week 2. So we also have, so keep in mind, Tom, that we have side quests. We also have these like everybody these events that are on the board for every character. Now, the Thieves Guild's been scored already, so we put that aside. The Bat Bounty is still good for another week, as is the Inquisition. And you'll see sort of what that entails, right? You have to do certain things, and you score the points. So let me move these over here, and we will get 3 more of these first thing next week. Before day 8 starts, we draw 3 more. That's it. And I will be back in a minute. Let me put a message up. That's a big old message. Let's not do that. How did that happen? Search or save. Here we go. That's what we wanted that to look like. All right. Well, thank you for waiting. I'll be back in a second. Alrighty. I don't know if that was 4 minutes, but it was the time it took for me to boil water. That's how long that would be. So, all right. So we're back. It's day 8 here, and let's do a quick check, real quick. Let's make sure we got everybody correct here. She has 3 card points. Done. $6. Oh yeah. So we did burn. We tithed. So $6. There we go. The Black Knight. 14 prowess, 3 gold only. That's it. He's got 1 point because he has second place in prowess. The elf. Oh yeah, Avalon Hill history. Well, I mean, what a grand, like, storied, company, right? Oh yeah, it's very interesting. Sort of weird. It's fascinating to me. It's fascinating to me that Magic Realm was the response to D&D, because it was. They just saw, wow, that is some popular crap, and they sort of saw the writing on the wall a little bit in terms of wargame sales. But it is fascinating that this is what came out of it. Now, I'm glad as all heck that this is what came out of it, but this seems like such an unlikely thing to have happened, if that makes any sense. The elf has 20 prowess, 15 gold. He's got 2 cards. He is winning prowess. He is second place in gold. And the sorcerer, 1 card. Winning gold by and 17 done. Okay, there you go. So our scores are 5 to 3 to 3 to 1, as you see up above there. Yeah, it's the wargamer approach. It's sort of a fascinating concept of how a game like this should go. And again, very, very pleased that. And again, there were. It wasn't like there was 50 RPGs to copy off of, right? Like nowadays, you would just throw together a copy of basic D&D and repackage it, and you'd be done. But that's not that wasn't then. And Powers and Perils would not be released for a couple years after Magic Realm in the 80s. I don't know when in the 80s exactly, but it was a bit and that was sort of the wargamer approach to a more traditional tabletop RPG. But like I said, I'm fascinated that this was the game. And I mean, Hamblin was a genius a little bit, and this is like this is unique. Nothing has ever quite managed to capture all of the things that this game captures in such a concise package. Now, it's funny to say that because the game is notoriously opaque, and yet it is notoriously opaque because it covers just so much ground. So yeah, Powers and Perils is a mess. I mean, but again, it's there's people playing it. They love it. So it is, I don't know. It scratches a certain itch. Okay, so day 8. Okay. All right. So not a lot of points on the board here. We're going to get Tiles Enchant. 6. So 4 tiles are going to enchant. Holy crap. Okay. We are going to, I suppose we'll just get a D20. That's easy here. We'll just get a D20 out. Oh, that is a tiresomely small D20, let me tell you. Okay, there we go. So we got 4 tiles to enchant. The first tile to enchant is 12, the Bad Valley. Sort of useless, but bam, that tile is now enchanted. That's 1. 15, the Evil Valley. Looks like valleys. Valleys are getting a facelift. Ooh, 9. That is the mountain. That's the 3rd, and this is the 4th enchanted tile. Nope, that's the bad valley again. 1, the borderland. Poof. Oh, so it's gonna weirdly unenchant. Oh god, okay, hold on. Give me a second. Time out. This is 5. Thankfully, they all have their numbers on them. Okay, you can stop that now. Okay, there we go. And we're in 3. So flutter 2 and 2 bats. Bunch of crap in 3. Stink. Patter 5. We're running between there and there. Done. Okay. So tiles enchant. And that is done. We just throw it to the side here. A damsel in distress, and she's going to appear. The damsel is going to appear at the lair because the lair is damsel. The lair is the 1 dragon treasure site, which is up. So we'll put her there. And amazing weather this week. So 1 week, everybody gets an extra sunlight phase. Oops, crap. Okay. And what I do to remind myself is typically put that card right here. Make it small, but I do put it there. So when I'm writing my move, I can look and go, oh yeah, I should get 5 phases. Because I have forgotten in the past. All right. And though I like amazing weather, there's not many points on the board again, right? So it does take points off the board a little bit, or take space. It's opportunity cost, right? So, all right. Anyway, okay. So that is how we're set up for day 8. I don't like where the sorcerer has ended up at this point, but that's okay. We can still figure this out. So let's get to writing our next week here. So the Amazon Secret of the High Pass means that she has to travel to one of these clearings and search to find the secret path to this clearing. And that's fine. That's great. So I suppose the only thing that sucks about that is she could also get an extra phase in the day all week, except she's going to be in caves most of the time. So that really feels like it sucks, by the way. So what she is going to do well, this is going to sound crass, but I think she might just charge into the pool And if the octopus appears, well, then this guy's going to have to tank it while she runs. She's going to be like, yep, sorry. And that's it, right? So move, pull, I think. Done. Black Knight. So Black Knight is all rested. He's ready and raring to go here. All the dragons are back, though. We do have that same issue that we had already. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hide and we're going to go into the cavern. And we'll run out if we need to run out. Done. The elf, because we're searching for more goblins effectively. So the elf has to move to 6. That's absolutely his first thing. So he moves to 6. He is going to hide and then move back to the lair. Done. The sorcerer. Okay. So this is not. Oh, I'm sorry. He actually he gets another quest because that isn't a quest. He's completed it. That's like a trophy. So he should shrink that. Hopefully, it's not something that he should have been in there. Danger sense alert. That's great, but he needs to really start getting rid of some of these. So what I'm going to do is I love shrinking cards to fit. You can do so many things that obviously you can't do physically. And it just makes it easier to play. You can copy anything you want, right? And this especially, I often have to copy because you can get hordes of goblins or hordes of spiders or a plague of wolves that appears, but they're separate, they're extra, right? And so it's nice to be able to just grab them from the infinite piles and use them. So okay. I think what I would like to do is I think I am going to 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I am going to hide once. I'm going to move to the end. So we can hide twice because we actually get an extra phase today. Because I'm going to just turn these all in, pretty much. Maybe I'll keep Danger Sense. I don't know. But the sorcerer needs points in his hand. So some of these event cards or some of these cards, like these special cards or whatever, are great. But the disadvantage to holding them for a long time is they take points out of your hand. So it's nice to have Danger Sense, and he could use it to cast Fiery Blast. But there's no points. Learn a spell is hard for the sorcerer because the guy who he knows has spells is the warlock who doesn't like him. And the only other way to get a spell is you could buy the Book of Lore off the patrol, but he's only neutral with the patrol. So that is not super easy to manage either. So I think we head to the inn, and then we're going to immediately beeline it for the chapel. And we will also succeed at the Inquisition, and then we will go from there. So the sorcerer at least has a plan. Oops, that's not the right person there. H, move, tavern. 3, move layer, boom, done. Okay, and we are good to go. So let's toss this nasty, dangerous die there, and looks like 5. Looks like spiders, actually. So spiders and imps. The Black Knight is first. And we hide and go here. Now, do we hide? That's a good question. Nope, not hidden. We are unhidden. It is ruins. That is good. If we got goblins and patter. So all the goblins are in here. So that's not bad for him. That's a good. It's good. I don't know how long we want to stay here, but that is a good deal. She is going to charge to the pool, and she does. And I don't think anything appears because spiders and imps. Nope, done. The sorcerer is hidden, but he's going to go to the end. And he is hidden. Does anyone come to the end? No. Large campfire, small campfire. And the elf has to go to 6. He is going to hide. No, he's not going to hide. He's going to run right back there. And we get, I don't think anything. I think 5 is actually the one roll that doesn't bring death down on this spot. Doesn't help us because we're going to get run out of here again, but so be it. Do we have a fight? We do not have any fights. The sorcerer does want to turn in. I'm going to turn these 2 and just dump them. I'm going to keep danger sense. I do like the idea of not having to alert a chit. And we have locate the vault and trinkets. Trinkets is if you encounter giants and give them a small treasure, they will take your treasure and give you a large treasure in exchange. Discover vault is good. So we're going to do danger sense. Locate the vault. And trinkets. That is slightly better than what we had previously. The elf's got to run again out of dodge, and so he runs there, and he is done. Amazon. I sort of hate to say it. I think she's going to search twice again. So she's going to cheese it up and search 2 times. Now, the only problem would be the serpents are a little bit rougher. Like, she doesn't want to fight these guys. And, in fact, she really can't because the best she can do is M-star damage. So that's actually the worst draw for her. It's a fairly deadly draw. And she might pay for that. But she's got to get out of dodge quick, so she just wants to get her treasure out of this pool and get done. The Black Knight. So the Black Knight... Hey, good night, Rocco. The Black Knight has a choice. That would just be to stay here like one day. That's sort of dumb. I don't love it. Or he runs out ahead of time. So he's going to run out and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to hide and then get to ledges 5. And see what's there. The elf sort of has to do about the same thing that he just did. The sorcerer. So the sorcerer has turned in all his stuff. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's melted into mist as soon as he touches this purple tile here. So he's going to end up in mountain 6. Extra move, and then move to mountain 6. Done. And there we go. All right, day 9 is online here. Let's see what happens. 4 giants and trolls. That I don't know. It Could be bad for someone. Could be bad for the elf, actually. So the elf is moving out. He's going to hide. Absolutely does. Pops back in there. Ooh. And he is going to... Man, I don't know that he wants to deal with every creature here imaginable. But doesn't have a lot of is sort of hurting magic wise a little bit. If he pops peace with nature because he knows the roll that's coming, he doesn't have to draw stink C as well, and he's going to have less dudes there. And he can still run from everything, so having a stack there doesn't necessarily bother him. And if he got super lucky, he could kill all the trolls and the dragon and rack up gigantic prowess and just be untouchable prowess walls. I think he's going to burn the peace with nature. So he just burns that. He's peace with nature. The only thing that pops is the vault. So he's hidden, and now he has two tremendous monsters there. He's done. The sorcerer goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he is melted in the mist. And it doesn't matter. Nothing can block him or attack him. She's going to search 2 times. 4 or a 1 is what we're looking for. Ah, that sucked. Okay. I was feeling a 4. No, a 2. Nah, womp womp. Okay, she's done. And now the Black Knight goes 1, 2, 3, 4. He does hide. And he is hidden. And he checks this out. He gets ruined, so bats and Howl 5. More bats. Not a big fan of that. There are 3 bats. I don't like 3 bats. Okay, and we are done. So we do have 1 fight. That's the elf. We're not going to dice this out super hard, or, we're going to... I call this the ambush game. We know he needs a 1 to kill either of these. And we know he hides if he rolls a 6, fails if he rolls a 6 on 2 dice. So we're going to shoot. Technically, the troll first is the better kill for the elf as far as points go. We're looking for the big 1. 2, not quite. That does not kill a tremendous armored. It just kills... It would kill a tremendous. It would kill a heavy armored. It does not kill a tremendous armored. I don't think we have anything else. No. Does the elf become unhidden? No. So that's round 1. Round 2, he's got to sort of decide if he's going to play such that he would fatigue, and he is going to play such that he would fatigue a fight so that he can get 2 more rounds in. So round 2 and 3 now are good. We're rolling a 1, though, this time, right? No, we're rolling a 2 again, presumably. And we are still hidden. Round 3, we're getting a 1 this time. Nope, we got a 4. Didn't happen. And we become unhidden, and we have to play this chit to get out of dodge. And that's it. We fatigued once. And done. And that's it. That is the day. That's not a great fight for the elf. Like that's a lot of armor to pierce through. Sooner or later the troll catches your scent. We're going to do this one more time. Pool in the caves, always a bad idea. Yeah. She should probably just ditch it and go. So, good question. What the hell's a Black Knight going to do? I think maybe we make a beeline around. I just don't see where he's scoring at this point. Um, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He will make it to the Maple Woods, which is probably a campfire. Done. That is him. The elf. I don't know how much we want to do the rest of that whole thing again. We have to move 6. Would like to get that damsel in distress. That'd be nice. But not feeling it right now. I think what we're going to do is we're going to move 6 and 1. And of course, we're going to hide then also. So we're going to move 6, move 1. We are going to hide. I mean, we're tired. Done. And now the sorcerer, who is still melted in the mist and thus can use paths and passages with no problem, goes 1, 2, 3, 4. How's he feel about the patrol? Doesn't care. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, his extra phase in the day. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to the chapel. His extra phase is going to be a quest phase. Oops, I don't know what I just did. I think I pulled the Steam overlay up somehow. Yeah, that's great. And that will score him the Inquisition. Done. And that is it. And we are on day 10 here. We're really hoping to roll something high and clunky. Yeah, dragons. Okay, well that's not great. for the elf, it's not great. Black Knight moving into the woods. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pops this. It is the small campfire in 4. So here. And is there anybody there? No, it's large campfire would draw the company, which he would care about. Now, this is a dwelling, so he can change cards there if he wants to, and he might want to. Amazon, searching 2 times. Oh, that was a 4. And no. Wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extra phase is a quest phase. We're going to wound 2 magic chits, which are going to be these 2 magic chits. No, we're going to do 1 and 1. And we score the Inquisition. That's another point. So we now have 2 cards, still winning gold. So we catch a little bit closer to our buddy there. The elf goes here. Unfortunately, he cannot pull a piece with nature, and so everything's going to appear, prowl, etc. So I think he draws these ones. So we're going to get, where is it? Slither goes there. Flutter goes here. I think that's it. But then actually, more to the point, this guy actually goes onto him. Sucks a little bit because he still has to run back into the stupid cave, actually, at the moment. That's the problem he has. So the elf's getting the runaround here a little bit. The sorcerer does have to check the patrol. They're not messing with him today. and the order is not messing with him today because he is neutral with them and cut himself, did penance for his magical sins. Um, and I think that's it. So I think we're on to the next day here. So day 11. She still hasn't found this thing. This is killing her a little bit, to be honest. So the Thieves Guild is a dwelling too, as is the monastery. I am wondering if she just backs the hell out and bags it. Only because, again, she has two really bad possible rolls. So a 1/3 chance of badness, a 1/6 chance of all of potential of deadly badness, like actually, honest to God, a mess. I don't like that. And if she's only here a day or two, that's fine. But being here so many days, it just drags it. It as she stays here, it's just worse and worse for her. And she's missing out on all these extra phases. Also drives me slightly berserk. I say we go one more day, sunk cost fallacy. I mean, I know it's a fallacy, but here I am. Done. Black Knight has headed around Ancient Scroll, Gift Exchange, and Diplomat, eh? I say we're going to. I say we hide. Or actually, I say we go 1, 2, 3. So we're going to hide, 1, 2, 3. So Deep Woods 2. Hide, move, Deep Woods 2. Done. Okay. The elf. Oh, right. So the elf has to run back to 6 because he came from 6 this turn. So he's going to move 6 and lose his day again. Extra hide. Move 1. Done. And then the sorcerer could really use a little bit of really use a tiny bit of rest, I think. But Danger Sense locate the vault and trinkets, which requires him to find giants and a treasure, strangely enough. So he needs all of that. So 1, 2. And locate the vault. So I think the sorcerer is going to hide, use his extra phases to get another purple. And then move 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, down there. Done. We'll figure that out when he needs to. Right? So she's hiding. She's doing that. He's going back in. And he is going to hide and get there also. Done. Let's see what the monster roll is. This is a pretty important one, I think. 3. Ogres, wolves, goblins, octopi. Oh, that's not great. But okay. Elf first. We're going to move down to 6. We are going to successfully hide. Yes. And then go back. Goblins appear. We get the axe goblins in 5. Sorcerer is next. He is going to hide. We think. He fails. Ugh. Oh, God. Okay. So we fail to hide. We do flip this chit. We walk in there. The goblin's now proud of us. Not great. We're going to have to melt in the mist and back off before we do that, unfortunately, and done. The Black Knight goes 1, 2, 3. He is hidden. Yes. And we'll see what's in the deep wood. Bones and the Lost Castle. Lost Castle is in 1 sunk cost, opportunity cost, fellow. No, I'm not. I'm in software development. I've worked for a lot of businesses. At some point you osmosis some of the terms, right? A lot of trolls and dragons, statue in 2, cairns in 5, and the altar in 1. And we are on patter. So we're on goblins and octopus, etc. So nothing's going to appear here. That's pretty good. That's good. And now it's the poor Amazon. So I really hope she just finds this thing today. Oh, she gets a choice. She's going to find the pool. All right, pool found. Now she's going to loot. She's going to loot once, and when she draws the treasure, she is going to fatigue. Oh, please be a good one that she can carry, that kind of thing. 4. So it's the 4th treasure in the pool. It is the Withered Claw, one of my least favorite things to see. And the octopus shows up. Done. Octopus. All right. Well, that is what it is. We are going to obviously. I don't think we have any recourse really. Yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely true. So, all right, let's do what we got to do here. We have a few fights to deal with. I don't think. Yeah, I think. Obviously, everything's on the sorcerer's sheet. I think the sorcerer is going to melt in the mist. I don't think he really has a choice. So he is going to melt and escape, but melt. I think the elf is going to shoot some dudes. Oh, you know what? He's not, because he just moved in here today. So I think he stays put. This gives him flexibility tomorrow when he needs to work all this. Oh, the poor Amazon. She's going to leave this guy behind. So the only thing she could do is pop the claw. Now she would get a curse, but she's near the chapel. What about the wish? I wish you were elsewhere, I am elsewhere, or peace. She's going to do it. One of the rare times I think I might care. Let's roll the wish and the curse. Let's roll the curse first, just because. Four, ill health. Can't rest. So, okay, so she is cursed with ill health. And the wish. Boy, I would get a 2. That'd be the best. Oh, she gets a 3. That sucks. Look at the treasure cards in any one box in the chart of appearances. Return the cards to their box without turning them up. Do not roll for curses. So the claw is gone to the shaman. That is like one of the first times I've ever used the claw. I generally think it's pretty crappy. She does get to look at a treasure pile. I'm going to look at... let's look at one of these guys, the can. The golden icon, scroll of nature, slippers, cloven hoof, which sucks, royal scepter, and so on. Does she? No, because she... Does that trigger those treasures? That would be fascinating. Without turning them up or changing their order. Done. Do not roll for curse. She just gets a vision. Okay. And she has to leave Mortimer behind here. And he's going to die, and she's going to run. So she's going to lose 2 prowess there because she got him killed. Now, it doesn't necessarily get him killed. So maybe we're jumping the gun here. If he survives 2 rounds, this is a stalemate. So what we're looking for is not a 1 or a 4. So we're looking for a 2/3 chance twice. 4. Nope. Dead. Okay. The octopus then grabs him and eats him to death. Done. We're going to run that way. I mean, the rogues have not had a good go of it this time. They're dying. They were dying left and right. Okay, so. But she did score. By the way, the fun thing is she actually did score Deep Diver. So that is another card point. So she scores 4 points. And she's crawling up there. And that one goes away. She did have to fatigue, so she's going to fatigue that one. She gets a new card, Thief. Done. And he is dead. So that is just a sad reminder of what could have been. There we go, dead and dead. Now we have the elf. Oh no, he stayed put, right? I think he was going to stay put so that he does not have to run back to 6. Right. Oh, the darn tremendous troll showed up, which sort of sucks. If he wasn't there, then we would have a run. The Black Knight would have a run to the damsel, killing these guys in the process. As it stands, he does not have a good run to the damsel. Okay. All right. Let's see where we're at here. It's day 12. So let's write day 12. Yeah, so if she ends her day at the chapel, she will remove the curse where she can't rest. That's a pretty bad one. So I think we're probably going to get that removed. So unfriendly company and bash cars. She's not unfriendly to anybody else there, so she's not going to be able to steal from them. So what do we got here? Where are we trying to get to? The chapel, but again, you're sort of blowing a whole day, which sort of sucks. Probably extra move. Extra move. I mean, really, are we just hiding the whole time? And then we have to make some choices about these cards. So she's going to be at the chapel. And she didn't even get anything useful out of that stupid poll. And she, okay. Move to the chapel. I'm a little distraught for how that exchange went at the poll, but she is done. The Black Knight. So the Black Knight has some options here. I think what he is going to do is he's going to hide 3 times. I mean, heck, you might as well hide 4 times at that rate. And extra move to the dragons. If nothing else shows up, he can take those dragons on because he can kill these guys from hiding. Not a problem, even alone. If more of them show up, that's harder. If the goblins show up, he can get his diplomat thing done. So I think he's looking at this as an opportunity here. He's like, yes, this is what I'm here for. Oh, there's bats there too. Okay, no, forget that. That is a bad Black Knight. No, bad idea. Bad idea, Jeans. Yes, no. So that's not cool. Let's not do that. Ugh, that sucks. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We are going to hide once, move to the cairn. Or at yes. Hide once, move to the cairn. Done. And then search, and then extra search. Done. That's what we're going to do. So the elf now has a little leeway in where he ends up and how he goes here. but he's not getting any closer to his goals. I think. I mean, ideally he would have grabbed the damsel, but that just wasn't happening. He might just move on. I think what I'm going to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4. He has an extra hide phase. There are bats still. I don't love that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He would then be able to take two hide phases before that. So move, extra hide, move into the ledges. I think that's the ledges, right? So he's good. He's done. He's gonna slide right out, go there. If bats show up, he'll try to grab the bounty as best he can. And done. I think the sorcerer has to back up 1, so sorcerer moves to 5. Rest and rest. Hide. Extra move back to the gobs. Done. Let's roll this day 12. Let's see what happens. 4. Giants and trolls. Even more mayhem there, I think. So Black Knight goes 1, 2. I think he is hiding once, so it's probably for the best here. Let's see how hiding. Well, no, he is so not hiding. He is unhidden. But and he's going to get bones. He's going to get double gianted. But he does have a couple. He has 2 search phases here. So let's see if he finds the cairn before he gets jumped by giants. That would be a big fat no. He does not find the cairn. And now giants come, Bones M and Bones M show up. And he is there, and that's it. Yeah, the Black Knight is sort of being thwarted at every turn. Sorcerer goes there. He's going to rest twice, bringing back those 2. He is going to hide. Yes, he does. And then he walks into there. What appears? The troll comes. And Stink C. Oh, God. Okay. And Stink C comes. So we got a lot of things showed up. But we're hidden. That's good. The elf gets out of dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are hidden. Nothing appears. The Amazon goes 1, 2. Hides a bunch. Actually, she should. Oh, she can't rest until midnight. So that's why she's hiding all day. 1, 2. She fails twice. That's good. 3. She succeeds. Done. Does anything appear at the chapel? Yes, the Lancers appear at the chapel. I think she likes the Lancers. Yeah, they're her buddies. So that's sort of cool. The Black Knight is going to run by playing H4. He will have to fatigue, which he does. But yeah, he's just getting chased around. The sorcerer, he's going to shoot his shot. Let's see if he kills anything in here. I mean, it's a pretty good. It's a pretty. So he's going to danger sense to alert this chip. So that chip is a ×0, and he's going to cast Fiery Blast from hiding. And then when they all turn and look at him, he's going to melt into mist. But let's see what is dead first. So, missile. There we go. Missile table. A 6 leaves a goblin alive. So we know that. So that's easy. So we'll start with the goblins. That is 1 death. That is 2 deaths. That is a live. 3 dead. Another alive. Oh, another alive. So 3 and 3 on the goblins. Sucks a little bit. These trolls. So it is L star star star, which goes to L star star. So light, medium, heavy. We just need even. So 1, 2, or 3 against these guys. 1, 2, or 3. Nope, that's a liver. Liver. No, both of these guys live. Tremendous and armored. So armored takes it down to heavy. We need +1. We need a 1 or a 2. No, he's living. God, this is pretty actually. Nope, everybody. So those characters all live. He then burns this and melts into mist. It was a little underwhelming. I expected him to get more goblins, frankly. But he didn't. And so we mark 3x gobs, and that is worth 6 prowess. And so we have 12 now, the sorcerer does. But that is not enough to actually move us in the ranking. But we did use danger sense. So nothing wrong with that, because that gets this card out of our hand. We get another one. Snake Charmer. Encounter serpents. There you go. So danger sense turns to snake charm. Done. And that is our day. So she is back. Like she's back and ready to rock here. Actually, this is easier. Let me check. I'm checking the Lancers. Two, 4, 6, 8. The Lancers are 8 gold to hire. She doesn't. She's just not. She doesn't have any of that. What is she going to flip and do here is the problem. Slither 6 would bring these two guys. That is a bad, bad scene for her. Same as Dank. Like she is that snakes are bad for the Amazon. She can't That's funny. Now I understand the exact notation of player record. Well, sometimes I look back and I go, how did that dude score this? And I realize I don't remember, and I feel like I've made a mistake. And it's nice to have in the player record what the player actually has done in, when you're playing against others, the most important thing about the player record is making sure that you've written your move down so that we can all check that our moves are correct. When I'm playing by myself, that doesn't bother me. What bothers me is when I go, wait, did I score that? You know what I mean? Like, did I actually score what the hell I think I scored? And so on, right? Or sometimes I'll go and I don't see any points down here, but I see this. And I go, oh yeah, he got a point there, right? And so that it does help, actually. It does help. So the Amazon has been a little bit thwarted as well, to be quite honest. So she's been sort of having a hard time managing to get her crap together also. So I think what she is going to do is she is going to rest her phase, her one rest there. Move into the mountains. So that's 3. She's used 2 phases. He will then hide twice. Black Knight not feeling great about where he's ended up here. Not feeling great. We did not find the cairn. So we're going to move out and arrest once. Hide. Move back to the cairn. Maybe extra search. So I'm dying to get a treasure out of the cairn. Now, we don't have to do the cairn. I'm really hoping to get a treasure out of there, though. So, the elf. The elf can make it to here also and be hidden. It doesn't really matter. So move, and move to the woods. Extra hide phase done. And the sorcerer, oof. Not a good look for the sorcerer. The sorcerer is going to move to 5. Extra spell X and spell, so he does not get caught without a purple chit, because you can't get caught without purple. That would be bad. So that's an extra move. Extra one. That's 1 phase. And then, frankly, you're probably resting to get a bunch of crap. Yep. All right, man. Tom, thanks for joining. I'm going to quit here in a little bit anyway, just because it's almost day 14. So we'll probably stop on day 14. Give my throat a rest here. And I think that's it. So good night, man. Have a good one. All right, so on day 13, we're ready to go. 3 ogres, wolves, goblins, and octopus. All right. Sorcerer is first. He's going to draw the Hour of the Octopus, unfortunately. So he goes up here. He is going to spell X and spell to flip that chit right there. He then rests 3 more like this. The octopus then jumps him. I mean, that's mostly okay. He will melt into mist and escape, but it does waste a little bit more of his time. The Black Knight moves there. Going to rest that chit. He's going to hide. He doesn't hide. Damn it. What the hell? And then moves back to the cairn. And that sort of sucks, because now he's stuck there. He's going to run back out. Done. Amazon is going to move to here. She will hide. Yeah, cheers, man. Have a good one. Oh, she did rest, by the way. She fails 1 hide. Succeeds in the other one, but I don't think anything appears on a 3. Howl is nothing in the mountains on a 3. Done. And the elf goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to hide, but it doesn't really matter because nothing's going to appear there. And that's that. Black Knight has to run and fatigue again. The sorcerer is going to pop that and disappear again. And he's just going to stay in that space, but he's going to do the 2 rounds and he's going to stalemate. Amazon. So the Amazon is going to sit tight and hide. So she is literally just going to sit all day and hide there all day in the hopes to draw a spider, because she has Spider Slayer. Done. The Black Knight. Oops. Screwed up day 13. I somehow screwed that up. Didn't write something, or I wrote it somewhere else. Don't know. In any case, day 14 for our knight has to be moved 3. That dude is there. These guys are here. So I'm going to do 1, 2. So we need 3 to get there. So I am going to hide, and then move to the lair in the vault. That's what the Black Knight's going to do. So he moves to 3. That's an extra thing. Gonna hide twice, move, move, and move to the layer. Let's see how that works. We're gonna go for it a little bit there. All right, the elf. Well, the elf this is where the elf wants to be, because I think he wants to pop the Bashkars or the Woodfolk, and I think both of them can appear at the small campfire. So I think the elf is going to move to the camp, and he is going to extra rest, and extra hide, but it doesn't really matter. So he's going to get 4 rest phases. He needs to take a little snooze there. Gray magic in every clearing on day 14. But what's the sorcerer going to do? So the sorcerer is stuck right here. He's going to move to the chapel. Move to the chapel. Extra spell X and spell just in case. So he has it ready to go. 1, 2, 3. He's used 3 phases. I'm going to roll a higher for giggles and then an extra higher because the Lancers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the Lancers are there. I could hire the Lancers and I would ride them up through that octopus. Like we would just, and heck, you might even ride them up into here. Now, mind you, they can't kill most of that stuff, the tremendous armored stuff. So they're a little bit dicey on that. That's not a good. It's not a good Lancer. It's not a good way for the Lancers to go out. Let's put it that way. But they can do tremendous damage to unarmored. And we could take care of that octopus, as a for instance, if we needed to. And that would be helpful. But we'll see. And that's where we're at. And I really need to rest and get magic back and so on, which I will do. But probably one day we're gonna try it. That's all. So we're gonna see how that goes. So 2 monster rolls for the day. 3 and 1. So all the dragons are coming off the board. Interesting. And out of the dead pool, but off the board for this one. I don't think anybody was dead this time. Oh, the goblins are coming off. And out of the dead pool. And the ogres are back. Not that it matters, but they're back. And the octopus leaves. Okay. And the patrol takes off. I mean, they'll be back in a minute here, but so be it. Yeah, that's 1 and 3. So that's what's happening. Sorcerer is first. The sorcerer runs up here, flips a chit just to make sure he has something, and tries to hire the Lancers. The Lancers cost 8. The sorcerer is allied with the Lancers. 3, 2, or 1 would actually get them. 5 and a 4. So no, price times 3. So no hiring the Lancers. And the patrol shows up. Done. And as soon as the patrol shows up, he turns into mist. So, poof, done. Okay, the Black Knight. Black Knight goes here and then here. He's hiding twice. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he cannot hide twice and go get there. He can hide twice and get He moved to 3. He has to move to 2, so that's my fault. Move 2. And he will get to the bats. So that's not a good move. All that's like if he can't get there, that wasn't a great move. It's probably not a good move anyway. I was almost hoping the bats would disappear or something, and then I would get some good, work on there. But I thought I was going to get to here. Now I allow myself to retcon my moves when I screw up the move because I play four-handed and it's a pain in the ass sometimes to keep track of what the hell you're trying to do. Uh so we'll just get him here. Done. He's there. That's where he's at. He does draw all the damn monsters again. So Slither and the Lair pop. And Flutter. And again, Flutter would be fine if the damn bats weren't there. So we're there, done. Amazon. She didn't get a 5, so nothing happens. She is perfectly fine. And all the giants are elsewhere. Now she might fail all the hides. No, she didn't. Okay. And the elf goes here and waits for no one because no one shows up. Which is too bad. It was a good attempt. it was a good idea. So that week goes out, I think, in a little bit of a whimper. Then, not a roar, but a whimper. Let's check the scores real quick. The Amazon has 4 cards. She really has nothing else to her name, so 4 points total. Done. The Black Knight has no cards. He has just enough prowess to score a single point. And he is done. The Elf, 2 cards. Prowess aplenty. He's winning. And a little bit of gold, 5 points. And the Sorcerer has 2 points. And yeah. And enough gold. No, yeah, enough gold to be winning gold. Done. At the end of the week, the Sorcerer gets his treasure again, whatever that is, his plant the flag, and he's going to take a d6 more gold. 2 more gold for 19. I mean, it's a little stipend, but so be it. So not great. I don't feel super great about how that went. I think the Black Knight got himself sort of twisted around a little bit. I mean, we can talk to the soldiers, but we don't have anything for them, really. And the soldiers cost $10 to hire. And we like them, they like us. So they're friendly. We could theoretically get price times 2. So $20. We could possibly get price times, an opportunity because we only roll a die. And maybe we have to do that. Maybe we're just in a position where we're like, you know what, I'm not getting anything done. I gotta make a move here. Do you sell your armor, your big old chunky armor, for 17? That gives you $20, and that gives you the ability to probably hire the soldiers. Then you go to town. You kill, you know, because you can sort of go to town on these giants a little bit. That guy can go to town on those giants. These guys are a little dicier, but between the three of them, they can probably, you know, they can handle it. Maybe you do that. We'll think about it for next week. So it's 5 to 4 to 4 to 1. That's where we're at. Tom and Rocco, thank you for hanging out. Scott, good to see you again, of course, and we will talk. We'll talk sometime during the week here. Let me overwrite and save the game. Good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and please leave comments. Also, remember to like the videos.